Need to change the color of a layer in Procreate? I'm about to show you how in just a few simple steps. Hi everyone, welcome back to Haley K Studio. I'm Haley, and if you're a beginner in Procreate, changing the color of a layer is tricky at first, but with a few quick tips, you can master it in no time, and you'll be like, how did I not know how to do this already? So in this video, I'm going to walk you through my favorite ways to change the color of a layer. These methods use the tools such as alpha lock, clipping masks, and other tools, and I'll show you how to get the exact look you're going for and help you find the way that's your favorite. So let's go ahead and jump in and figure that out together. So changing the color of a layer in Procreate can be done in several ways, depending on what you need. And here are some of the common methods. The first one is recolor using the alpha lock tool. And I just have this example of my logo. I've been using this as a guide to keep my camera focused, but we're going to use it as our example to use each of these tools. So we have our layer selected, and when you tap on that layer, it gives you this selection of tools here, and alpha lock is here. And so now we have alpha lock on, and you know you have it on because it has created this checkerboard behind it. And with a color selected, I just happen to have this green. You can tap on that layer again, tap on fill layer, and the entire image is filled with this green color. So turning on the alpha lock and then selecting fill layer will change the color of all the pixels on that layer while preserving the transparency of their original shapes. So there was some spots of transparency, and turning off the background color, you can see there was a lot of space in between some of these words, and turning on the alpha lock maintained that. The next method is using clipping masks, and this is my favorite method, and this is one I just kind of discovered on my own when I was first using Procreate, so that's why it's turned into my favorite one, because it's what I've just always done, and it was the only way I knew how to do it for the longest time. And another reason why I like this method is because I don't have to remember to turn off alpha lock after I have filled the layer with my new color. To use the clipping mask method, you create a layer above your original layer, you choose the color that you would like to fill your image with, and I'm going to use this darker kind of dusty rose color. I'm just going to drag and drop, tap on the color fill layer, tap on clipping mask, and now the entire layer below it has been filled with that same dusty rose color. This method is non-destructive, and it allows you to easily change the color again in a really simple way. Because this hasn't been fully changed yet, I've still maintained the original color of my image below it, and by just turning off that layer, we can see it what it was originally. So this can be a temporary change in your canvas that you want to make, or you can merge that down and it's now a permanent change, or permanent until you just hit undo. The next method of changing the color of your layer is using the color drop. So I showed you dropping a color in that last method by filling an entire layer with one color, but now with our original layer selected, we can just drop colors into this to change the color of it. You don't have as much control over how the color fills the image, and it's not going to create a flat color. It will take the subtle changes in your picture and kind of create a new hue. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So with that same dusty rose color, I will drop it into a space. It didn't result in an even color drop. It didn't color drop into the entire image. So this method does take a lot longer because you have to drop it into every single section of the picture. And there's going to be a lot of variation in how your image takes on the new color. The next method is, again, one of my favorites, and that is using the blending modes of your layer. You access the blending modes by tapping on this little letter here. This is currently set to N, which is meant for normal. And in order to kind of see this better, let's change the color of our background. Let's change it to this kind of green. And now we'll be able to see the blending modes a little bit better. So you can scroll through each of the different blending modes to see which one you like the most. This is great for shading in your artwork or creating highlights in your artwork. but you're not going to have control over what the final image looks like, except for changing the opacity and choosing which one you like the most. The next way you can change the color of a layer in Procreate is using the Adjustments tab. In this first section of the adjustments, hue, saturation, brightness, color balance, curves, and gradient map. I will say these aren't ones that I typically use because as a lover and not an expert in Procreate, I personally am not as quite proficient in these, but you can always toy around with it and use them in any way that you would like. And experimenting with these is always a great idea. It makes you feel like a much more proficient and seasoned artist when you use them. I do personally like using curves because I feel like I have a little bit more control over it. And you can apply this to an entire layer, or if you use your freehand lasso tool, you can just do a section. You can just kind of do different areas to change the color to create a whole new effect. And the Adjustments tab really helps you make subtle tweaks to saturation, brightness, the hues. You can adjust shadows and midtones and highlights, so it is way more comprehensive than just changing a flat color in a selected layer. Another one you can use is the gradient map. It gives you a library of colors you can tap through to see which one you like. This mocha one is really cute, and you can scroll this percentage line up and down, how much you would like it to affect your color on your picture. And this is just applying gradient map to recolor entire layer based on a selected gradient. And that's all I have for you today. Those are my go-to methods for changing the color of a layer in Procreate. I hope you found these tips helpful and you're ready to experiment with your own projects. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Procreate tips and tutorials. And if you have any questions or you want to share your own techniques, feel free to comment below and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!